All right, as we get down to the final numbers of me starting this live stream, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday, and I hope you guys are ready for this huge talk of New Japan Pro Wrestling, especially Wrestle Kingdom, and the special little gift that I have from my favorite company, which will be shown right after we talk about Wrestle Kingdom. And after that, we'll go more into Wrestle Kingdom, especially night 3, where it's Noah versus New Japan Pro Wrestling. And after that, we could do a small little Q&A, and then, you guys can enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Um, Thank you for tuning in. I am Marie Shadows. I am the host and the creator of the Square Circle podcast, and I am just podcasting about New Japan Pro Wrestling. And of course, you guys are definitely going to get, I guess, an uncut version of whatever I say. And just so you know that this will be, well, it's seen live. And thank you for tuning in if you are tuning in live. But for everyone else, it is going to be on Spotify. Spotify has their own video player now. So it's going to be on there. And the only way I get it up there is because I'm part of Anchor. Anchor.fm/Square Circle Podcast is where you can get all your audio podcasts and now video podcasts because they have partnered up with Spotify, which I think is fantastic. So either way, you guys could watch this on the replay or you guys could watch it now. And if you are here, this is being shown on YouTube, Twitter, and also Twitch. So thank you guys for coming out and just watching me talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling. And to eventually reveal what's in here in this packet. Yeah, it's a good thing that there's nothing here because I'm not going to show anyone like my address or anything, but this is a very special gift that I won. I'll tease you guys. I won it from a contest. I don't usually win contests at all. I don't even have the luck of the draw, but contest, yeah. So that is definitely going to be shown a little bit later. But we do have some New Japan stuff to go over. First, let me make sure that everybody knows that we are live. That was a nice little like introduction that I gave everybody and cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the Christmas music. Try to get into, the festive stuff and everything like that. Um so yeah, I do know that there are 2 people watching and I thank you for that. I should send it out. Um while I do that. Hey Vortex, I am well. How are you? How are you doing? I could continue to play some of the Christmas music because the Christmas music is not copyrighted, so I could do that as we sort of wait a little bit to get people in. I should have changed it now, Vortex. All right, hold on. Okay. I should have changed it now. If you're watching it on Twitch and it says that I'm playing Halo, currently I'm not playing Halo. As you can see, we're talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling, but eventually I'll get back to playing Halo. Just because. Uh, yeah. So, Vortex, you're awesome for that. Uh, yeah. Um, you know what? I guess I could just get talking. If you guys are, my buddies who are here watching me, if you guys want to tweet it out that I'm live talking about New Japan and we'll reveal a special gift, that'd be great. I don't really like. I should have a plan to be like set these like scheduled tweets up, but I really don't. Um, cool. Uh, I don't think you guys can hear the Christmas music. All right, so I'm just gonna pause. All right, I'm just gonna pause the music while I go through night one of Wrestle Kingdom. If you think that I have like a plan for whenever I go live, I really don't. I play it by ear. I play it by like who's in the chat, who's listening. As far as I can tell, I guess we're off to a good start, maybe. But Saturdays, people are like out and about and doing probably Christmas shopping and stuff like that. And if you guys are doing Christmas shopping, be careful. Anyway, so I guess let's start off with night one. The card that you see, it is night one. Um, it definitely looks like a very stacked card. Um, you know, there's nothing too surprising for this at all. Um, so I guess we could start with the first one, I guess, to my left, which would be Yo versus Show. If you guys have not been following their story, um, it's basically I have a follower. What do I have? I did refresh the stream, and it still says you're streaming Halo for Infinite reason. Oh, okay. So I refreshed it on my side. Um, so it's totally fine. If, like I said, if people are watching over on Twitch and it says that I'm playing Halo Infinite, I am so sorry. I am not playing Halo Infinite, but I will get back to it. Like I said in the beginning, um, if I wanted to change it, I would have to do it manually, but I'm using Restream in order to stream to three different places. So Twitch, YouTube, and also Twitter as well. And I think no, my frames are good. I'm telling you, man, every time that I stream, I have like the luck of like not getting too far in my stream. I did think I do think someone followed me, but there was no alert that came up on my side. Um, anyway, let me get back to talking about Show and Yo. Um, so before they broke up, they were definitely a team. Roppongi 3K along with the OG Rocky, who's currently wrestling in AEW along with his Chaos members, and then we find out that Best Friends, along with I guess Chris Statlander, are also part of Chaos, and Chaos has way so many members than the Bullet Club, which is like Okada. How can you like keep track of everybody in Chaos? Like I would never be able to keep track of everyone in Chaos. I would just be like, oh, so it's you, okay, and then you, and then you, and then you. Like I wouldn't be able to sort of like keep up with everybody and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool. So I just found out who followed me on Twitch. Thank you, Black Bayman X. Wait, what? Black Bayma X8. I apologize if I butchered that wrong. But thank you for following me on Twitch. Uh, yeah, I gotta work on my alerts. But yeah, I think that now that Show came back from a knee injury that kept him out for a while, and uh, Show was just there hanging around the rest of the Chaos members, which wasn't really a bad thing. It sort of felt like he needed something else to do other than following around the Chaos guys or being part of like the 6-man tags or you know yeah, 6-man tags. I haven't seen like New Japan do a 10-man tag recently, which is kind of interesting. But now that Show is now in Bullet Club, which by the way, Show is doing fantastic in Bullet Club, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Bullet Club fan. I'm saying that because Show has a lot of promise as a bad guy, and everything that he's doing like makes sense, and it's like fun to watch. Him becoming a heel and doing what he does, and now that he betrayed Yo and they have this battle going on, and even during the best of the Super Juniors, like you could definitely feel the tension between both of them. Like they're very great storytellers. It's portraying the story of light versus dark, good versus evil, and you definitely saw that during Best of the Super Juniors when Yo was wearing all white, and then Show wearing all black and everything with some purple in there. Which, by the way, you guys should know that purple is my favorite color, but that's besides the point. So, that whole light and dark storytelling, like I know it's a trope, I know that like it's very cliche, but I sort of like that kind of thing because you could also have like twists and turns, and then catch everybody off guard about how you present the entity of like what is light supposed to be and what is dark supposed to be, and like the story that they come together and clash and make a like a perfect story. Let me see. Okay, good. I could turn off the freaking rig light. You guys can still see me because it's starting to bother my eyes. So I think that this as a special singles match for night one, I guess we could say it kind of sets the tone for like their future story, because I don't think like in this particular match that it's going to like end their feud. I don't think that this is going to end it. Sometimes when it comes to Wrestle Kingdom, stories are either ended at Wrestle Kingdom or they continue to go further on past Wrestle Kingdom, and then eventually at like another big name New Japan show, like the story will end there. But because this is new and everything, um, because it's new, I don't think they're gonna be ending the story anytime soon. And then if they do, I'm gonna be really upset if they do. Give me 1 second here. What happened? This is so weird. Um, I do not mean to not talk for the moment, but apparently my Twitch channel cannot be found, and I have no idea why that is. Even though I can manage. Okay, it says that I'm live, so I have no idea what's happening. I don't know if it's um. Oh, so okay, so I guess that's what it is. Share link, right? Um, this is why like work. Okay, so that works. Um, Oh my god, I swear. This is why I don't plan for anything. Like, you see all the mistakes I do and everything, like I will own up to all those mistakes that I do on live just because like nothing ever goes right. But if I do like a video or a audio podcast, I can at least control it. I can't control like going live. So, yeah. I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah, I don't know why it was doing that. Um but I do want to shout out Corey from the Two Sweet podcast for letting me know that like for some reason it wasn't working on Twitch. Like the link was not working on Twitch. Like, all right. So anyway, if anyone else has any more like trouble of like viewing the stream, anything at all, like let me know. I will try to fix it as I go through the card of it. Like for some reason, man, it just didn't want to do it. Um, but now it should definitely work. Um, okay. Yes, I don't. Okay. Now we could go on to the next match. Um, but I may be doing like this early for like Wrestle Kingdom. They already gave us the match card, so I guess we don't really have to wait. But I will definitely come and revisit um, this whole thing. I just think that talking about New Japan and then showing you guys a special gift, and then talking about more New Japan, and then the Q&A would work out. So if I had to choose between Yo and Show to win, um, they're already building up the story of that Yo has this losing streak, so to speak. We saw it in Best of the Super Juniors, but then Yo came back, um, like a vengeance, and had his final match, his finale match, I should say, against Hiromu. And we're gonna talk about that in a moment too, because I think that's a very interesting point in like their storyline. But Yo is definitely on a mission of redemption towards Show because of how they broke up and like how everything happened, and Show was just like, fuck you, man, I'm going over to Bullet Club, and like I said, he's doing great in Bullet Club. So the final of the Best of the Super Juniors was definitely one of my favorite like main event matches to watch. It had great storytelling from start to finish, and then we had like a weird little rest period where both of the men were on the outside, and here comes Show to do the same move on both Yo and Hiromu, and then tell Red Shoes, who's the referee of the match, to basically uh, call it quits. Basically, say that this is a no contest because both men can't continue, and Red Shoes was not having it. And I just thought that was a really funny, good story telling attribute for that. It made a lot of sense. Uh, it made like a lot of sense for that to happen. Yes, I can see Black Bayman. Okay, so Black Baymax 8. There we go. I again apologies if like I fucked up your name, but Baymax 8 definitely did say that he started 0 to 4 and ended up in the finals. If that's not a story redemption, I don't know what is. It definitely is. And it just gives Yo a lot more credibility, even though he already has credibility. But it gives him a bigger push to continue his story with Show to really be like, hey, I'm going to one day, beat the shit out of you. But back to the finals of Best of the Super Juniors. So in order for the match to still continue, both members of Lij and Chaos came out to support both of their guys, and then Show runs away, which I thought was like really great storytelling. And then they had a couple more moves done in the ring, and then finally Hiromu won Best of the Super Juniors. Do I think that Hiromu needed it? Uh, I'm like 50-50. I love Hiromu. Hiromu is very fantastic to watch. Like, he's one of my favorite wrestlers to like watch in the ring. He's very colorful and very vibrant, and he's like full of fucking personality. I do love the dynamic between Hiromu and Shingo, and also Naito. Like, they have that freaking bond that I love. If Sho did get the Best of the Super Juniors trophy, I mean, he could just hold it over Sho, but I don't think Sho cares because Sho didn't make it to the finals. Like, Sho was just hell bent on like, I think he's just generally hell bent on just hurting Yo. But if Sho cared, he would have like tried to go to the finals, but then Yo was there. But congratulations to Hiromu. Don't want to take anything away from him. If I had to pick between who like should win at Wrestle Kingdom, I would only go with Sho to continue the chase that Yo has to do to prove himself. Because I do remember some of the backstage comments from Best of the Super Juniors that like even the veterans were saying that Yo needs to start wrestling like how Yo would wrestle and find his own way after everything that's happened. So I think we should still get a chase of Yo going after Sho in this battle of light versus dark. I was gonna say that Tanahashi would definitely be a great mentor, like in the background to like help these guys with the story that they're trying to tell. Because I consider Tanahashi to be like the light in like New Japan Pro Wrestling, the I don't want to use the word savior, not the savior, but like the angel, the hope bringer in New Japan Pro Wrestling, just because that's what like he represents no matter what. So like he would be a great mentor slash like agent to help out the story of Yo and Sho. And also, before I move on to a next match, the internet wrestling community needs to stop getting on Togo. Just because, like, 1 week it's reported, 1 week it's reported that Dick Togo helped out with getting Taka Michinoku into like New Japan, like back, and having him there, and then also helping out with this huge dream of New Japan Pro Wrestling versus Noah, and he got praised for like a couple weeks. Now apparently a report is coming out saying that it was Dick Togo's idea to have Sho interfere into the Best of the Super Juniors final, and then people were giving him shit. Like, pick a side, stop it. If you don't understand storytelling, then don't say anything. Like, the reason why that was a good idea to agree upon it, and I don't even know if it's true, if Hiromu got upset and went to Gato and was like, hey, I don't like this. But I really don't know where any of these reporters get their information from, especially since like New Japan is very like tight and like locked down with like certain things. Like I remember that just because American wrestlers who were over there were restless. That made news. And it's like, of course, anyone is going to be restless in the time of a fucking pandemic. So, how is that like really news, you know? Like, I don't understand how you're going to go and contact somebody or have a source in New Japan and they're just going to like blab to you about the latest news or the latest thing of somebody that told them. Like, what? Like, how are you getting the information of Dick Togo did a very nice thing of bringing New Japan versus Noah to us, but then turn right around to be like, hey, it was Dick Togo's idea to have Show interfere, and he got this idea the day of, and Gato approved of it, and then like Hiromu got upset. Like, who's telling you this information? Like, this is why sometimes I just love New Japan because it blocks out all of the noise that tends to happen when wrestling journalists want to reveal this and break news first and don't care about repercussions or don't care about, who the news actually affects. So this is why I personally love New Japan, just because I can focus on the facts and I could give you guys the facts and I could give you guys the story without the rest of the noise in the background. Like, we should be happy that we're getting actual storytelling in each of these matches, and that's what like the New Japan wrestlers like always gets. It's really fantastic to see it like unfold, but again, like, don't be cheering Dick Togo one week and then next week it's like, oh, he's getting so much cheers that we have to like shit on him and then like make up these rumors. Because again, who's really like blabbing to you guys? I want to get this stuff out. Like, wrestling should still be like, you know, fun to analyze, not fun to destroy people's lives. Uh, Going back to Baymax 8, the Yoda to Yo's Luke. Yep, that's definitely what's been happening there. But like I said, I will pick Show to go over in this Wrestle Kingdom match. The next one to the side of it, which is a trios match, we have Tanahashi along with Rocky and along with um, Taguchi taking on the team of, well, Bullet Club's team of Kenta, Taiji, and El Fantasmo. I'm only like having this cheesy ass smile is because Kenta is doing like triple duty in a way. I think he's like doing triple duty. He's in this tag match. He's in another tag match. Oh no, he's in a singles match night 2, and then he's also wrestling for Noah. And I'm like, this guy. This is why I love Kenta. The first time I ever saw Kenta was definitely back in Ring of Honor when Ring of Honor had the partnership with Noah, and then he introduced me to like Noah, and I watched Noah. Unfortunately, I haven't been keeping up with Noah, so let's just see how that what I say when we get to like the Noah card and whatnot. I don't know why this match is happening. I really don't know why this match is happening. But we do know that Kenta will be facing Tanahashi, and the United States Heavyweight Championship title will be on the line in a no DQ match. Doesn't feel like New Japan has like a lot of like no DQ stuff, but it is going to be an amazing match back and forth. I'm definitely want to see it night 2, but they're just having a trios match. I do know that we will be getting a triple threat tag team match, and that's why Taguchi and Rocky is in the match along with El Fantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. So that's their story unfolding there, and that happened during Best of the Super Juniors / World Tag League that just ended. But then again, to have like a trios match to just have everyone fight, it's like, okay. Moving down, where we have another trios match, where we have Bushi, Sonata, and Naito taking on the United Empire of Jeff Cobb, the Great Khan, and Will Ospreay. First of all, I love the United Empire. Like, I really think that they are a well defined unit and they all work well together and they're all growing. And I just love how they portray themselves because, it's very realistic and everything. Um, New Japan, why is Hinari not on any of the cards? Like, I might have to I might have to cut this short. Great. Um this is definitely going to be a long thing. So yeah, again, New Japan. Why is Hinari not on this card? Hinari is not on night 1, he's definitely not on night 2 and not even New Japan versus Noah. However, there's definitely like some story in this match where Jeff Cobb is ready to like kill Naito. The Great Khan and Sonata have some, I don't want to use the word beef going back and forth, but they have especially during World Tag League with like the win-loss record for both of them. Um, so and then Bushi is just thrown in there, and Will Ospreay is coming back from, him wrestling almost everybody in New Japan Strong, and wrestling other people around the world. And finally, he gets to be at Wrestle Kingdom and maybe back up everything he's been saying. Like, if he's really the real world champion, he should have at least been there for the G1 and been there for like all the rest of the tournaments and like worked his ass off and shit. And someone else followed me. I gotta put my alerts on this side too. So yeah, we'll see what Will Ospreay does. Oh, I didn't tell you who I would have picked. Oh, it does show up. I don't have ADHD, if anyone is wondering. I don't. All right, so for this trios match, since I already said that I'm a United Empire fan, I'm definitely going to be going with Jeff Cobb, Great Khan, and Will Ospreay as the winners for this one, and then back up. I'm gonna go with Bullet Club, so I'm siding with Kenta, Taiji, and El Phantasmo to win that trios match. What up, J Rod? I am multitasking, J Rod. I am excited about wrestling. And then, yeah, I'm excited about wrestling, but I'm also multitasking as well. Um, so the next one is the most interesting match on the card, which is Shibata's back, and he's facing a mystery opponent. I do not know who that's going to be. I would like it if it's still like Zack Sabre Jr. because when they had the exhibition match of just 5 minutes, I was like, yo, this is so great. Shibata can tell a fantastic story without really doing much outside of like being in the ring. Like in the ring is his blank canvas, and whenever he's wrestling and doing these holds and making the guy work, and then also the guy is also coming in and making him work, it's just really great. I do not know who's going to be his opponent. I cannot even think of who's going to be his opponent at all. But I do have to say that Shibata needs to like take it easy for fans out there that that you love Shibata. Like, do not push him to have these incredibly long matches with really big powerhouses. Like, he's coming back from like an awful fucking injury, okay? He had time to rest, which was a good thing. He's training all of the LA Dojo guys and maybe even some of the guys from the New Japan Dojo, but I'd rather him take it easy, take it one step at a time, because I don't want anything to happen to him. And if you guys don't know what happened to him, like, Google it. It's not the most best thing in the world to like know. But It's cool that he's here in New Japan Pro Wrestling getting his own match again, which is awesome. Next is Ishii versus Evil for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. What? Is that a typo on there? What? Oh, no, it's not. That's okay. I was like, whoa. I wish there was an edit button. There's no fucking edit button here. Like, this is what you get. Hey, Marie Shadows here. Yeah, this is for the Never Openweight Championship title. Why is this happening? I don't even know why it's happening. I don't understand why it's happening. Like, Evil just took the 6-man Never Openweight Championship titles off of Ishii and Goto and Yoshihashi, and Evil gets a championship match against Ishii for the Never Openweight Championship title? Why? Why is this happening? This is where sometimes I question the booking of New Japan Pro Wrestling as much as I fucking love them. But it's like, why would you want to go after somebody who has a title? Like, you know, you could have fit like Hinare in that match. Like, just because. Like, just have Hinare face Ishii and put it for the title. And if he doesn't win, he doesn't win. But at least he faced Ishii. And, you know, maybe next time he could win the title. But Evil does not need the title. Which I don't think they're going to give Evil the title anyway. But in the event that it does happen, Evil does not need it. So I'm just going to quickly say that Ishii is going to retain the Never Openweight Championship title. Like, honestly, they should have kept it on Jay White. They really should have. Jay White is doing the Open Jay White Invitational over on New Japan Strong, which, by the way, guys, if you have not been watching New Japan Strong, please go do so. It's only $9.99 and is way better than the WWE Network and Peacock. Just go over to newjapanworld.com, get a subscription like I have. Or if you can't deal with the Japanese commentary, even though Kevin Kelly like puts the English in a very good like turnaround time, so it's up to you. But Fight TV does have the New Japan Strong bundles if you guys want to watch it there. But seriously, like, Evil versus Ishii does not really need to happen. Ishii is going to retain that title, and that's about it. Moving on to the next one is a tag match, and this is for the IWGP Tag Team Championships, which we have Goto and Yoshihashi. They are the winners of the 2021 World Tag League tournament. I was going to say match, but it's tournament. Taking on Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., who are the current champions. Again, I've seen these guys like fight for a while, and I'm like, I need something new. I need something different. As far as I can tell, I have this feeling that maybe Goto and Yoshihashi will get the championships back. But again, what does this really do? This is where like sometimes New Japan falls into the category of keeping the belts on their guys, and I totally get it. They're in Japan, and sometimes, you know, the American wrestlers and like the foreigners don't really get like a leg up unless like, you know, they're cool with management. But I feel like I'm watching the same things over and over again, and I'm like, I don't really know who to pick. As much as I respect like these guys in the matches, you know, I have this feeling that because the awesome trio of Ishii, Goto, and Yoshihashi don't have titles. Well, they lost their 6-man titles, I should say that. And Ishii has the Never Openweight. But because Goto and Yoshihashi don't have titles, I think that during Wrestle Kingdom, they're probably going to give them the titles. So I'm going to go with my gut, even though I know it's wrong, that Goto and Yoshihashi will get the titles off of Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. My brain is saying no. which I'm agreeing with my brain. But just because of how sometimes the booking is in New Japan, it can kind of get like, yeah, this is what it's going to happen. So after that, we have Hiromu taking on Desperado, which is going to be a fantastic match. It might even steal the show. Like, if it's not that one, it's going to be Shibata versus whoever. But I definitely think that Hiromu and El Desperado are going to steal the show for night one. Like I said, Hiromu won Best of the Super Juniors, so he gets to fight El Desperado for that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship title. This is a really hard one for me to pick because both of these guys are really good. It's just that Hiromu never really got his fair shake of being champion. So I think that maybe they'll give the belt to Hiromu. Or maybe they'll keep it on Desperado. This one I'm definitely not going to like. This one is 50-50 for me. 50-50. And then for the main event, which is Shingo versus Okada. This one is for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So we have Shingo Takagi that won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship title correctly and fairly after Will Ospreay had to relinquish the title because of an injury, and then excuse me, and then Okada won the G1 and decided to bring back, I think it's version 4 of the original title that we all love. And now we are here. We are here, and I don't really know what to really think about it because it does feel like excitement. It does feel like a really big match. But then again, like, who do you really want to have come out on top? Like, are we combining the belts? Like, let's say that if Okada won, most likely Okada's edict will be that the belt that he carried around with him as his prize will be the number 1 belt. Like, he wants that belt, and I want that belt too, but the belt that Shingo has is growing on me. But then if Shingo wins, does he end up getting the belt that Okada has? And like, you know, are we combining them again? Like, are we doing that? I really wish that it was a triple threat, that Ospreay would have been in it too and not be in a trios match. But man, this is a tough one to really like pick if I had to. Like, the story is there, everything is set up. Okada is definitely like, I want to say egotistical. He's all like in his head and shit. Shingo Takagi has definitely had one hell of a year in professional wrestling and in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know. Chat, if you're listening to me ramble on about this, who would you pick? Would you pick Shingo or would you pick Okada? Because I, at the moment, do not even know who I would pick. Like, my gut was saying that Shingo should win. But then, like, you know, Okada has always been New Japan's, like, golden boy. Until we kind of saw this, like, falling out of what it seemed like New Japan management wasn't listening to Okada for a while when Okada was making demands about things. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. Shingo has definitely been their guy and definitely has been, like, their pillar to carry the company. He even got MVP. And you could definitely see that Shingo is their guy for relying on things to make things happen. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with. You know what? We'll go with Shingo winning this one because I definitely know that Shingo and Osprey needs to happen again, and then Osprey was gonna face Okada, but that never really happened. So Baymax 8 says Shingo. So he chooses Shingo. Shingo because of the fact that he said it himself. He needed to be Osprey to really feel like a world champion. Yeah, see, I'm gonna go with that too because it doesn't really like make sense. Because obviously, whoever wins this main event faces Osprey night 2. So like, if Okada wins and faces Osprey night 2, I guess we'll get the match that we never got. But then if Shingo wins and goes off to face Osprey, there goes that story again because the last person that Shingo faced was Osprey before he said that he had injured his neck and then he needed some time off, and then Osprey is running around on American soil screaming that he is the real world champion. So yeah, that wraps up like all of my ideas and everything that I am talking about for like night 1. um let's switch it over to night 2, um which I would do that in a second. um I am switching everything around. Why am I doing that? Give me a second here. um or should we take a breather? Let's see. Okay, so all right, so hopefully it worked. Okay, so it did work. Um, Let me see what I want to do. Um, so we have 39 minutes. Reconnection successful. I hit. Oh, that's from before. Um, you know what we should do? We should take a mini break from me talking about night 2 because I have a very important phone call at 6. Which I'm not stopping the stream anytime soon. You guys could definitely listen to Christmas music, but I do have to take an important phone call at 6. So I rather reveal to you guys the special gift that uh I got from my favorite company in the world. Um Let me make this big and everything. Uh okay. Um so for the 4 people that are here, you guys are lucky. Unless you guys want to like go and tweet out that I'm gonna reveal what I have. And for those of again, I have to say this, uh for those of you that are listening to this on the audio podcast, when this gets put up, I will try to explain what I have in real time, okay? I will do the best that I can. But so in here is a very special gift from uh New Japan Pro Wrestling. So if you guys have been following me on Twitter at Marie_Shadows, you definitely should follow me there. I did put up a tweet saying that I got a very special gift from one of my favorite four-letter companies, and can you guess what company it is? And people knew who it was, so they put New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I'll just put a like on it, just because of that. I do have to thank, what are they? New Japan Pro Wrestling SS official, the ones that like promote the game. They were doing a contest, and I won their contest, and this is definitely going to be the big reveal for it. Um, yeah, so it is. See, I'm not really good with reviews. There should be like drum roll and everything, and yeah. Well, their contest was if you retweeted their tweet about a Okada towel, I won myself a Okada towel. So it is this. It is a very cool Okada towel. It should be signed. It should be. Um, and yeah, it's definitely from New Japan. We definitely got like the seal and everything. The barcode is 3,000 yen, so it's actually real from them. And I'm like all cheesy smile and everything. Um, This is why I wanted to talk about like um the Wrestle Kingdom card and everything, because it's great. So I'm opening this up on the first time on the stream. I wanted to share with you guys and stuff. It's soft. It's like softer than most. Inside it's like it is. It is. It is signed. It is signed. Oh my god. It's signed. Oh man. See, this is what makes like me love wrestling. This is everything, man. This is so cool. Oh yeah, I got my tree up. So if you hear like, you know, little little jingle bells, yeah. Oh man, this is a signed Okada towel. It's the Rainmaker. Like it's legit, legit. I live for memories like this. Um, yeah, it's signed. Um, This is definitely going up on my wall somehow. It is definitely a very happy Merry Christmas to me, because, I definitely like this is like the greatest gift. I know that I'm probably not going to get any more gifts. So, like, New Japan Pro Wrestling, thank you for choosing me at random. It's random, guys. Like, I'm not on their payroll just yet. But um yeah, this is super cool. Um, it is J Rod. Wait, am I gonna be able to see it on screen? No, but like this here is nice and soft, but then for some reason, like obviously, um, in the back is like rough. You know, um, it's probably how like Okada is. Okada's like nice and soft on the outside, but then inside he's like rough. I don't know. I don't know. I Let me shut up. But yes, J Rod, I really do think that they need me for New Japan Strong. This is definitely like you can definitely see like the K and then Okada. This is so cool. Yeah, so like when I got it, I definitely opened it and looked at it, and then I wanted to wait and share it with my community for it. So yeah, it's an Okada towel. Um, that's like super cool. Um, but yeah, I wanted to reveal that to you guys before like I had to take a break and talk about some very important stuff in a very important meeting that I'm about to have. So yeah. Um, I think I would get copyrighted if I decided to play the Titantron of the Rainmaker, which I'm not gonna do. But yeah, this is so cool, so cool. Again, if you are just joining me, I won a signed Okada towel from uh, New Japan Pro Wrestling SS official um, Twitter handle. The other one that like promotes the game and everything, they were doing a contest. So I retweeted their tweet and I happened to get my very own signed, which is again legit signed by the Rainmaker himself. Um, so yeah, uh, like I said, I live for moments like this. I really do enjoy professional wrestling. I really enjoy everything about it. If you guys are not following me, make sure you follow me here on Twitch, on YouTube, anchor.fm/Square Circle Podcast. And if you love Spotify, guess what, guys? Spotify now allows you to put star ratings and leave ratings to tell the podcast hosts how well they're doing. But yeah, that's a little plug from me and this Okada towel. The sign part is here. I don't know how to fold it back up the way that they did to put it back inside the thing, but um, some car alarm is going off in the distance. Uh, but yeah, one more time. It is a signed Okada towel. For anyone that missed it, you guys can catch it on the replay of how happy I am. Um, so for now, I am folding it like this, and it's gonna be on my couch for now. But I definitely do want to like frame this, or at least put it up on the wall or something, so that way like it could always like be there and shit. But a signed Okada towel from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Again, thank you, New Japan Pro Wrestling, for choosing me in the contest to give me a signed Okada towel. It is the best thing I ever have. It's one of the best Christmas gifts ever in the world, just because I love it. So, arigato gozaimasu. It probably is possible to get it framed, Vortex. If not, like I will try my best to get it framed. It's a or have it like and like I don't know, maybe get like a protective sleeve or whatever, and put it on like one of the other walls so it could like hang down and like one and everything. It's a signed Okada towel. Uh, so there's like 10 minutes left. So after that, I'm gonna talk about the matches as quickly as I can. We'll go to break and then I'll come back for New Japan New Japan versus Noah to the best of my ability. And if people at that point want to check out, just in case if my meeting goes a little too long in time, don't worry about it. It's totally okay. You could always come back. It's totally fine. So let's try to do this right. I gotta fix that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so we're just gonna. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. We're gonna just, uh. So this is definitely night 2 of it. We'll quickly go over this, even though I have the meeting soon. But we'll go over this as much as I can. The first one is that triple threat tag team match. I guess we could call it triple threat. It's really, yeah, sort of like a triple threat. For the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships. So, yeah. So the current holders of those titles is Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles, which is a very strange team, but they work nonetheless. facing El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori, and then facing Rocky and Taguchi. And Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles had definitely been a very good tag team. However, we already seen how El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori are as tag team champions, and they are Bullet Club's cutest tag team. I was gonna say cutest couple, but cutest tag team. So anyway, I really think that um, Taguchi and Rocky should end up getting the tag team titles for a little bit, just because we already seen the titles on Bullet Club's cutest, which is El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. Nothing against them, but El Phantasmo does need to have his story on center stage, which is him trying to find where he fits in Bullet Club. Like, he works well in Bullet Club. He has all the ability and everything, but he did say during one of the main events that he needs to stop looking at Bullet Club's past, because every time he was in a match, he would do, like, the past leaders' finishers in the matches. And then now he needs to look towards the future. And then him calling out Jay White and doing the Blade Runner, and I'm like, bro, don't fucking do that shit. Don't do that. Uh, so this is why I think that the titles, if they are going to change hands, should go over to Rocky and Taguchi, and El Phantasmo needs to find himself, and then Taiji can do whatever he wants to do. Um, Next up is Stardom. Stardom did so well in the last Wrestle Kingdom that they brought them back, and we have a women's match. And again, New Japan Pro Wrestling does not mix men with women at all. So New Japan Pro Wrestling is just all men. And then you have Stardom, which is just all women. They keep them separated. So please, no warriors out there, don't try to go fixing that. They just do it as like a precaution, and they've always done it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can support all the women, and you can support all the men. It's totally fine. You're still getting wrestling. But Stardom is coming to night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom, and I don't know too much about Stardom. I wish I can, like, get a membership and keep it consistent to watch Stardom matches. But if I had to, like, just pick, um, I would just go with, probably gonna get her. Um, it says Mayu here, so Mayu and Starlight Kid, I would definitely just pick them just because. But one of these days, I do want to stay consistent with Stardom and tell you guys about Stardom, as well as I could tell you guys about New Japan Pro Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong. I'm really trying to finish this one up before my call. So maybe next time I'll get Mike on here to be like, hey, tell me about Stardom and take this over. Um, that's what I'll do next time, J Rod. Just, I guess, remind me. So next up is a King of Pro Wrestling 2022 Fatal Four Way. Why? Um, One of those competitors, like, I really don't want to, like, throw Hinare in there. But at least it's something for him to do. I don't think he needs a King of Pro Wrestling trophy. He really doesn't. Like, that trophy was specifically made for Yano and all of Yano's tactics, and I don't like Yano at all. I really don't. This guy cheats like he is a member of Bullet Club, but he's not in Bullet Club with the way he cheats, and I don't get that. But then again, fuck Yano, right? So I would definitely throw Hinari in there. Um, who else would I throw in there? Um, I know that Chase is probably gonna get a spot in there. Um, who else is not doing anything in New Japan Pro Wrestling that, like, needs a spot in there? I think everyone else is probably doing something. See, I got 2 out of the 4. Um, who? I don't even know who else. We could probably throw the two young lions in there. The young lions have not been on this card, so we'll throw the two young lions, which I don't remember their names. I'm so sorry. I'm getting used to them, but they are super fucking mean. I've never seen like young lions as mean as they are, and I'm just like, I'm not sure if I could love you guys the same way that like I loved Gabriel Kidd and Yuya and Suji. Like those three former young lions, like I loved each and every one of them. The two new young lions, well, they have three now because the other one healed his broken elbow that he got. But like the two main ones, they're mean. I don't get it. Like I appreciate it, but they don't have to be mean. They act like they're gonna like kill each other every time they fight. Oh, if we look to the next match, we have the never open weight six-man tag team championships that are on the line. Oh, maybe now why that makes sense. Why Ishii is fighting Evil, because Ishii is not in this, but it does make sense to have Yo and also Show to continue their story. Um, wow. Okay, that changes everything. Um, But I will say this, that House of Torture would definitely keep those championship titles. I don't see House of Torture changing belts anytime soon. There's definitely going to be shenanigans in there. You guys are definitely going to know that like Dick Togo is going to do the same shit like he always does. I just wish that they could be smarter about the way that they do their tactics. Like I really wish so. Um, yeah. So the story of this is just that the House of Torture took the belts off of Yoshihashi, Goto, and Ishii, the six men. They took them off them, and then doing House of Torture shit, cheating and everything like that, keeping the belts on them. And obviously, like I was explaining before, the story dynamic between Yo and Sho. But like I said, House of Torture is definitely keeping those belts. Um, there is only a minute left. Um, okay. So, um, guys, I'm definitely gonna have to cut it here. I do have to take um an important phone call. So I can either let you guys listen to actually no, I don't think I can. So we're gonna take a break. I will come back to stream. And we'll talk more about New Japan Pro Wrestling and more stuff, but I do have to take this important phone call. Sorry if it ends abruptly, but again, I gotta take this. There's no way out of it. Um, you know, me doing me stuff. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm so sorry that I had to just like cut it off. There's no way for me to like sort of just play the music and have that in the background. So I'll catch you guys in like a little bit. Thank you for tuning in this far, but